Hey everyone, it's Pioneer Saturn here, aka Dougie Fresh, here to make a little tutorial for those who have a graphing calculator such as this. Texas Instruments, I mean, there are many newer models, but you know, this one's fairly old and purple. It's my girlfriend's, mine's at work. But here to make a tutorial on how to put an equation into the calculator so that you can just type in a few simple variables and it'll spit out the tuning. I know there are tons of questions on the forums on tuning and, you know, is my box right, whatnot. Hopefully this will help out on some speed for tuning calculations and whatnot. But here's the simple formula that I use personally. Many calculators that you can find online will use the same equation. So you can see it's fairly picky on where you put the parentheses in the calculator, which I'll show you in a minute. Will mess with your order of operations and whatnot, but I'm going to go onto our calculator, just turn it on and go to Program. Come to this screen, you're going to scroll over to New, just create New, and you're just going to name it. I named mine Tune. It'll already be set on your alpha setting, so you can just use your letters and whatnot to just spell out whatever you want to name it. Just Tune. Now, as you can see, it pulled up my my program that I already have in there, and here's how you put all of your information in here so it reads right. On this first line, you want to go ahead and hit Program, come to the screen of prompts to kind of guide the calculator through what you're wanting to do. You're going to want to scroll over to the I-O, and you're going to want to go down to 2, which is prompt, and hit prompt, and it'll pop up. Mine's already there, of course, and then you will hit a letter. Sometimes it's picky on what letters you use and whatnot, but I chose V. And then the same on this next line. Just go into Program again, and then scroll over to I/O and go down to Prompt, and then I just chose A, and right now it's not on a locked alpha mode. You're gonna have to hit alpha and then find the letter that you want to use, and then again on this third line, just go to Program again and go to your I/O and Prompt, and then for that line I would choose L because it's for length. Just scroll down here to that parentheses, which is L, choose L for that letter, then go down 2 lines from there, which is where we can start entering our equation that we're going to use, which is right here. Gonna scroll over this, hopefully in a good view, so that you can still frame it and kind of copy it to your calculator. But here's the equation with all the parentheses and whatnot in the right place, and it's quite important where the parentheses are and the amount of them, or else, you know, it will not follow the order of operations that you're really wanting to do, and your math will be all wrong. But you're going to want to type in the 0.159 and then the square root, which will also include the parentheses that I can't highlight here. See me skipping back and forth? That parentheses is included with the square root, so it's still going to count as 1, but you don't have to enter it. Then you're going to want to hit 184 followed by 6 zeros and multiplied by A, and then in parentheses. Then you're going to want to hit the division symbol, followed by 4 parentheses, followed by yet another square root, which has a parentheses behind it. Again, you can see me skipping back and forth, can't highlight it. And then you're going to want to hit your alpha A. Sorry if I didn't include that on the first A, but want to hit alpha, then A, which is math. And then in parentheses, and another multiplication symbol, followed by, wow, if I can get this to focus. Alright. Man, my focus really went to hell there. Ugh, man. It's not too bad. Then, as I said, the multiplication symbol there, followed by a 0.823, followed by an in parentheses, and plus L, which again, alpha, and where the heck is L? Yep, here in parentheses, under alpha will be L, and go to another multiplication symbol, followed by V, which will be your number 6 here, and followed by another in parentheses. Now for this arrow, you just simply go down here near your on button. The STO arrow button is what you're going to want to hit to get that symbol to appear. And then I just chose Y as my general letter for the answer to the equation. I want to hit alpha. And then where's Y? Number 1. And it's not going to focus, but oh well. Hit Y, and then down again to go to the next line. And here for this DISP, you're going to want to go back to Program. And then you have your I/O again that you want to go to. Then that is your number 3 option there, DISP. And then you're going to want to go again to a Y, which is alpha, and number 1. And your program should be good from there. As long as it looks all like this, you're definitely going to want to double check by going to the program and highlighting it to execute. Then it'll be sitting there. Going to hit enter again, and then it's going to prompt V, which is actually your cubic inches of net airspace. So just for sake of display here, I'm going to go just 2,500 cubic inches net airspace, and then A, which is your port area, just simple square inches, and if you have a circle, it's just the radius. Radius squared times pi, sorry. And let's just, for the sake of this, just choose 20 and just say L. So the next thing it prompts is your length of port, just simple inches of effective port. Now for slot ports, many people will just say half of the port width added on to the actual physical length of the port, which is about right in my mind. So make sure to factor in surfaces that could come into play with slot ports, and even air ports if a surface is close enough. But let's just say 20 again, just for the heck of it. Say with that box you'll get 39.642 Hertz tuning, which you can double check. I'm just gonna pull up my calculator. I've had that equation memorized for quite some time, but let's see, what did we use? 20. We'll square root that times 0.823 plus the port length, which we used 20, multiplied by 2500 for our net airspace that we used. Then we're going to want to save that number that we just got. For those of you who want to use it on a calculator, you can just follow this kind of. And you want to enter your 184,000,000 multiplied by the port area again, which is our 20. Then that gives us a nice big number. Then we just simply divide that by the number we just got, which we can just copy and paste. And then square root that, and then multiply it by our 0.159, big square root over everything, if you can see it. And lo and behold, we got our 39, well, the focus is terrible, but our 39.642 yet again. But again, we took, 4 times as much time to enter all that in and do it all by hand, when we can just have a simple program on our calculator. It's very simple to do once you have it set up. It's very, very nice. You can just freaking select that and just go to town as fast as you want. Just 3 simple numbers. Now, it won't do everything, of course. It's not a freaking design program or anything, but it will definitely speed things up on just doing simple daily ported box calculations and whatnot. But I'll upload this video. Any questions, just shoot them to me. Thanks.